Hello everybody, it's Mimberly. Welcome back to the channel. So, in honor of the video we had today where we reacted to the Heartbeats Ablaze trailer for the next Love and Deepspace banner, which is like an idol spicy banner. Thank God my channel was alive again. I decided to dress up a little bit for the occasion. So I don't normally go this glam for a video, but you know what? I got a P. Louise palette from Throne for my birthday from Belle, and you know what? I had to put it to the test. Like, look at this. Like, this is the Halloween edition. Look at the eyes. I'm shit with makeup, but even I think I look absolutely amazing today. So we may just have to start using more of this palette. There are so many colors in here. I can't wait to experiment and see how we're gonna go. We got Loki in the background. So with the point of today's video is I wanted to try something different, especially following on from the feedback video that we did recently, which if you haven't watched it, go watch it, or at least listen to it, because I spoke a lot about like what I want to do on the channel. And I thought an analysis video would be a very big step out of my comfort zone, but it's still not too much out of my comfort zone that I would not make one. So yeah, if you haven't already seen my reaction to the trailer, go check it out. It'll be in the description, but without further ado, let's break down this trailer. Let's try to not go too horny, and let's analyze and see what we can figure out. Okay, so I'm on the trailer again now. The first thing I want to say is I want to get the disclaimer that I think all of the boys look amazing. Now, I'm going to be honest, there are certain outfits I prefer more over the others, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a stylist bias. But I'm going to be blunt. There are certain outfits here which I think are a bit more lackluster, and some details I think just wasn't really necessary. But we'll go into that now. So there's going to be a lot of pausing. So if you haven't watched the trailer, that's also going to be in the link in the description for you. But so the first thing I want to point out is here where it says the deep space tunnel is unstable. The polar night descends right on cue. So that to me is going to suggest that this is like an alternative reality or something like that. So this is obviously not going to be in the main story, because I think it just would not fit with what's been going on. But I'm curious about what they mean by a polar night. Now, if I do a little bit of research, if I type out what a polar night actually means, it's a phenomenon in polar regions where the sun stays below the horizon for 24 hours or more. So that would explain why it's so dark outside. So it's literally like we're basically having constant night. While it's not always completely dark, it can include periods of twilight and is the opposite of polar day or midnight sun. So that's a cute little touch there, Loki, for the love of God. Please do not knock over that fucking plant, I swear to God. You know what? I'm just going to ignore him. So he's just messing up my setup, nothing out the usual. So yeah, we've obviously got this polar night going on, and the deep space tunnel is unstable. And then the last time we had that, we had I believe it was the wedding banner when the deep space tunnel was unstable. So it's interesting we're going back to that. And then you got vacation is here. The endless party ignites. Now, what do they mean by endless party? I don't know, but vacation. So maybe this is suggesting that the MC is taking time off of work, or maybe like, you know, Zane, Silas, the others are taking time off of their work at the moment. But yeah, I really am liking the background detail on the city here, because I don't think we appreciate the scenery in the game enough. Like, we always talk about how good the men look, but the visuals on this game are like top notch for me. Like, I'm looking at this, and if I was like, if this was my view outside my apartment, I would be a very happy girly. And then, oh, that was a little bit too quick for me. So I'm going to quickly go back a couple of seconds. I'm going to just actually turn this down. The music is very catchy, I must say. Bodies move with the rhythm of the beat. Now, I'm not sure. I didn't really pick up much of this when I initially reacted to it. But when I was thinking about this trailer, because literally the trailer was living rent-free in my head today at work, I was thinking about this. Each of the stages, first off, are catered to the love interest, and so are the song's lyrics. Now, I'm going to go into that in a minute. But obviously this is giving me Silas vibes and bodies moving with the beat of the rhythm. Obviously that's going to suggest the spice here. Embrace the night and claim the stage with every heartbeat. So embrace the night. That links back to the polar day situation. Yeah, obviously each stage is catered to each love interest. Now, I've been hearing some mixed reviews through Twitter and things like that personally about the songs. I'm gonna be blunt. I think Silas's song absolutely slaps, but this is because this is very me sort of song. Like, this is the sort of thing I would listen to at work to keep my rhythm going when I'm doing my job, because I get admin hours, right, where I'm off the phones. So I can just put my headphones on and just get on with it. And this is the sort of songs I listen to just try and keep my adrenaline and keep my energies up. But this is definitely, Silas's song at least is definitely my favourite out of the group. But I will talk about the songs more now. First off, I want to talk about the outfit. Now, this is actually a really good fit to pause on. I'm going to be blunt. I do think it's a little bit overkill. I'm going to be honest. Now, before you lot go keyboard warrior on me, hear me out, okay? First off, he's got, like, the detail on his face, which seems to be, like, some sort of red crystals. That obviously kind of links to, like, the protocors and stuff like that. But, obviously, I don't know too much about K-pop, so I'm not the best person to speak about this, but from what I've been seeing online, a lot of the times the outfits are relatively simplistic, especially for the females, because obviously they gotta sing and dance in them, so they have to be comfortable. And obviously improvised flow, that is suggesting that maybe Silas did not have a choreography for this. He just was told to just go with it. And I want you guys with me to pay attention to the lyrics here, which is in the bottom right corner, so down there if you can't see it. So, badass with a gun. I think out of all the love interests, Silas is the one who's the most associated with as like a mafia slash gun. So, you know, all of his playthroughs so far has either been his fists or a gun, or obviously his dragon myth. So that does again flow with him as an individual. And also, yeah, I'm gonna watch him dance again because I'm, you know, I horny. But yeah, so pull up, like the way he pulls up to us with the car and things like that. I just think that they've really matched the lyrics to the love interest, and I really appreciate that. Obviously, you've got the stage, like the black and the red. That's Silas's kind of primary colors, and the chains. Well, we remember where the chains are from. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Innocent birdcage, but he's also got the... I've also really noticed something with Silas, that he's very good at accessorizing himself. Like, whether it's his rings or his necklaces, every outfit he's wearing, any sort of accessory, it really does go. Obviously, I know Silas is Money McGee over here, so he can afford this sort of stuff. But he's very good at bringing an outfit together. And I'm not... The only other character I would really strongly say that on is Raphael. And that's because Raphael's like the diva of Love and Deepspace. Silas is more of the sexy mafia badass. And, yeah, okay, that was a very good figure to close on. I was trying to get to this bit here. I'm trying to get to the... Was it this one? Okay, that's good. Close enough. So, you can see the detail on his face. He's also got the earrings in. Very, very cool touch. I like that. All of them in this card has got some sort of glitter in their hair. Apparently they've been taken from Zayn, because every single one of them has got it. But I have noticed that like half of the jacket covers his body, and then the other half is kind of like transparent, but it's enough to still cover. And I don't know if that's something that actual male K-pop groups wear. Maybe I do need to do a little... That could be a video idea, checking out K-pop groups, because I do sometimes listen to BTS, but not very often. So it would be interesting to potentially dive into that. That's for another time. But I will say, I don't think this is too much overkill, but I do think they've put a lot of time into little details that a lot of us would tend to overlook. Like, okay, like look at this, for example, all of like the little sequins making the sparkles on the sleeve, and then obviously you got the ring here, which looks to be like some sort of chain itself. Okay, oh, he can look at me like that, like he's gonna devour me. But again, I'm just talking out of my butt here because I just want to get my thoughts out. Again, I've never done an analysis video like this before. So again, I'm encouraging you to come to me and talk to me about your opinions in the comments here. But then I think Silas's outfit has been done well. I guess the only thing I kind of wish is that they kept the more of the red on the other side, because I kind of feel like you've put two different shirts together. Again, could be a K-pop thing. I'm sure Infold and the Des have done their own research leading into this. But like, for example, he's got like the bandages on one arm, but then he doesn't on the other, and it's thank God that I'm not triggered by outfits not being symmetrical, because otherwise I'd be having a fuel of a nightmare right now. And again, I'm not sure if the tie is necessary in this situation, but I'm not complaining. Oh, hold on, that is a very good pose to, oh, I had it. There you go. We get our grin while we're chatting. But, yeah, like, I do notice a lot of the little things with Silas here, but I think the outfit has been done very well. If I was personally designing it, there'd be a few things I'd tweak out of it. But again, this is K-pop. It's probably gonna like idol kind of themes. I feel like it's gonna have to be kind of over the top. And I think Infold knew when they were making this banner, they were gonna have to like get us to spend money. Because I think we've noticed something is every time they do a myth rerun, a Balti always comes after it, and oh, Infold are going for my wallet. So I'm definitely polling for this. And obviously, you know, your girl's going to get the outfit. But I'm looking at this from an objective perspective, right? Like, obviously, we've got Silas's third myth coming up later on in the year. Let me know if you want me to try and do a prediction video for that and like a theory video. But my personal opinion on the whole, at least with Silas's section here, we'll get onto MC's outfit in a minute. But I do really like this outfit. It's actually probably one of my favourite ones. But I think there are better outfits already in the game for him, if that makes any sense. Even though that poor man's back must be popping. Okay, here we go. This is who I wanted to look at. Trying to get a good frame for her. Okay, perfect. Right. MC's outfit slaps. Absolutely slaps. I am an absolute slut for a red dress. And MC's outfit here has not disappointed. Like the boots are not too over the top, but they're enough to make the outfit come together. You've got the red and the black, which obviously matches Silas's vibe. And I like this little thing that's on her arm here. I obviously don't know, you know, what that is from here, but she definitely has a few little like decors or accessories on her. But I really do think just bring the outfits together. Like, look at that. She's got this, like, really, like, good-looking belt here with the chains, which obviously matches Silas. And she's got a choker. Well, he can choke me. But, oh, God, yeah. Very, very good image to kind of end it off here. When I find it. There you go. Like, the fact that it's longer on one side as well. Normally, I don't like that sort of thing. But in this context, I think it looks absolutely stunning. And one thing I've noticed with Infold, they never disappoint on the MC's outfits. And I think that's because they know what the girlies want to dress up like. Like the Jimmy Choo dress that we got for free in the game just by logging in. That is still one of my favourite outfits to this date. Like, it genuinely makes me want to chuck out my entire wardrobe and actually accessorize. Like, this is the sort of top I would never wear unless I was, like, going out for a meal with my mum and my dad, obviously. They don't know about this yet, so shush, don't tell them. By the way, let me know what you think of it now that you can actually see it properly on camera. It's not done yet, disclaimer. We got to get colour on this, but that's a story for another day. But I'm looking at this, right, and I do like how the bandages are kind of the same as Silas's, but they're red instead of black. Again, that contrast. And, you know, you've got the little chains on the boots, but it's not so overpowering that it ruins the rest of the outfit. So, and then you got obviously the rose petals coming down here, which again could be reference to multiple other cards. So overall, Silas's section, I'm very, very happy with. I think they've done an amazing job. And again, like talking about, you know, the song lyrics, if we go back a little bit. So I'm just going to put this very, very quiet. But badass with a gun, going deeper into the M109 zone. Also he can go deeper in us. It's, yeah. But again, badass with a gun. In the night, I come alive. Obviously, Silas is a lot more of a night owl than during the day. You also get that interaction if you log in during the day and speak to him. This is the lyric I wanted to look at. Passion, my desires, making me crazy. Do we remember in Shared Bliss, his protocol was like, what if it wants me to devour you completely? His desire for MC is driving him crazy. And then I need you just a little bit more. He says a little more on multiple occasions. And this is definitely a song like saying, oh, I'm a badass with a gun, but I crave this individual sort of thing. So at least that's how I'm interpreting it. But I think they've done really well here. And temptation. Temptation. That is definitely a good word to use for Silas, but oh, right, okay. My cat is on zoomies. So, next, Raphael. First off, let's just talk, okay, first off, let's talk about his outfit. Very Raphael coded, I think. Honestly, if I was to picture Raphael as an idol, this is definitely the sort of outfit that I would personally, like, you know, envision him in. There you go, that's much better. Like, you know, the little details of the outfit, the little fishtail on the earring there, and then, like, the little subtle glitters kind of reminds me of his merman myth because of where they've been positioned. He's very fashionable. Like, he's got like the little choker here and then a little necklace there. Obviously we're going to keep going so you guys can see this properly. Yeah, like the slight off shoulder on the jacket. Again, the chains and like the glove on one hand. This is very like punkish sort of style, which honestly I'm digging with him, to be honest. Also, he's a good dancer. Just going to say. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to quickly go back and just see the Silas one in this better quality because I didn't realize my computer was not going to automatically put it to that. But yeah, the detail on this is absolutely crazy. And I like how if you look at the floor, there is water, which obviously is symbolizing the sea. But then you've also got the fire to go with his evil. So I just think, again, a very, very good touch. Yeah, like, look at that. That is obviously the water and then him using his fire. Like, such a good job. But before we move on to the next patch, I will go back to Silas really quickly. But, again, I want to talk about the song lyrics real quick. So, take me down, taking down a god. Steal my soul and don't give it back. There's so many potential references here. Now, obviously, granted, I'm not the best when it comes to Raphael lore, so you're going to have to bear with me. But I'm sorry, that little earring with the little fishtail I'm obsessed because that is such a good reference and it's so subtle as well. No way back. So deep, only free. So deep as in the deep ocean or the sea. Bad with you, Jesus. Yeah, here we go. This is the bit I wanted to get to because, again, this is going to be a really shitty video, so I'm sorry in advance, but like, look at the MC in this outfit. She looks absolutely stunning. I'm trying to get to like the right bit. There you go. It's not okay, that's a very suggestive position. But, like, again, I like how they've adapted MC's outfit to go with the love interest, but it's still its own unique outfit, and at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's just the female version, if that makes sense. It's still got MC's own style to it, but again, it matches her partner. Obviously, I can't really see it properly, but okay, there you go. This is a really cute position. Okay, there you go. So, I don't really know how to explain those earrings, but you can obviously tell that Info took a lot of time designing that. But I just can't get over how good they've done the outfits here. And it's like, oh, I want to be bad with you all day long. Well, Raphael's the definition of a clingy in Love and Deepspace. Like, I think out of all the characters, he's probably the one that clings on to MC the most. And I'm not just saying that because he's kind of the meme of Love and Deepspace. I just think he's the one who... Because, like, Caleb is the yearner, right? We kind of know this. Silas is the one who's kind of like, I love you, but I love you enough to let you be yourself. I want you to discover things on your own. Xavier, well, Xavier's just Xavier. I don't really know how to explain him. Zane, he comes across as cold, but he shows his affection in his own unique way. But then Raphael, I think out of all of them, one of the reasons he's grown on me as much as he has done is because he can swap between being this playful, mischievous character and then turn into a completely different creature who basically puts his whole trust and devotion into MC. And that playfulness is still kind of there in the background, but it's replaced by something a lot more intense. So when I say that, I mean, for example, if we think back to Ebb and Flow, his bond, you know, he was really weak. And he was literally he was basically giving MC the option to kill him because he just trusted her that much. And he felt, you know, he knew she could easily overpower him, but she didn't. And it's just been such a good, like, thing watching their relationship develop, especially in the current timeline. You know, when we first meet him, talking about the formulas, and then obviously taking us to the nest, letting us get caught, saying, oh, do you think they can handle the bait I caught? Which is code for, I know she can handle herself. I don't need to worry about her. Which, where Raphael gets the confidence for her, I don't know. But again, I just think it's very well done. So seeing him in like this sort of, I feel like he probably would be the most idle out of all the love interests. Is that weird for me to say, or am I just hallucinating? But I feel like they have absolutely slapped with Raphael's outfit. Now, the only thing that I would say with Raphael's outfit here is I'm not sure what this silvery bit right near his eye is. I can't really get a good visual on it, but it looks to be like some sort of wave, which again is like linking to the ocean, and it does match his gloves nearly. So again, very, very good personal touch. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. Now, I want to quickly go back to Silas really quick. Not just because, one, I want to see it in the higher quality, but also because I just had a thought. Oh, dear. You know what? I had a thought and then I got distracted. I got no excuse. I just want to see him dance in the higher quality for him. Plus, it's for you guys too as well. And there's something I'm going to talk about at the end as well. So stay tuned. Sorry, I'm too distracted. The lighting is so good. I really hope they do improve the lighting for darker colored players. And I'm not trying to sound horrible when I say that. I don't really know how else to say it. As I watch a couple of Atomic Sades videos, Relax, I've Had Coffee, you know, those sort of people. And whenever I see them playing cards, where their character has a different skin tone, the lighting doesn't look as good on them. Now, obviously, I'm naturally Snow White, so I'm probably not the best person to talk about this, but I really hope the info does address the lighting for darker shade or darker skin tone characters, because I feel like if they can nail that, then these sorts of trailers will hit home with those people more often. So I really hope it's something they look at. But yeah, again, I'm very impressed with the detail that has gone into this. Even the lighting on the characters, and you know, the way that the lights move, the detail on the fire in this one. Yeah, it's very, very, very well done. I know Tani's going to love this when she sees it. Okay, Xavier next. Now, Xavier is probably the one I have not been able to really study the most. So let's have a look. So first off, I'm going to just stop here. Have you noticed his jewelry is a lot more simplistic compared to the other two? So he's got a stud in one ear, very classic. And then he's got what looks to be like a double piercing, and it's got two hoops, and one of them has got a little star attached to it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it on my camera very well, but I've got very simplistic piercings in at the moment. I've got 3 piercings on each ear, and then I've got a small nose piercing here. At the moment, I've got a little black nose stub because my flathead came out, and I don't know where it's gone. I do need to really redo it, but I need to order another kit because I haven't got another flathead to go in. But yeah, I got this little like earring here, and then I got 2 studs. Now, one of the main reasons for that is just simply because my job is very strict on what jewelry I can wear, and because of where my piercings have been positioned, because I got small ears basically, I can never really go for anything too big unless it's on this front piercing here. So whenever I see like a little hook with something dangling from it, I do appreciate it a lot because that's the sort of thing I would normally wear. So already I'm really enjoying the visuals for Xavier. I like the little star under his eyes, a very cute touch. And you got like these little brooches on his collar. But again, I have noticed again, more glitter in the hair, you know. But I will be honest, I wasn't fully like overwhelmed from Xavier's birthday outfit. Solely because, solely because this reminds me an awful lot of his birthday outfit. Now, this is not me insulting the Xavier girlies. So Xavier girlies, calm down. Do not attack me in the comments here. But am I the only one who's looking at this outfit and it's really reminding me of Xavier's birthday outfit? Reason I say, I think it's because the jacket is kind of similar, except this one's a bit more poppy rather than, professional or slash, formal. I will say though, I do really like the little details of all the chains and the stars kind of going on the, like this side of the jacket, like closest to this side of the screen. And then you got the tie. You've also got that little star necklace there, which is obviously just on a basic silver chain. But I have noticed there's a lot of detail on the trousers as well. And he's got like one of those gloves that... Oh, which character was it that wore them? I'm remembering. So those sort of gloves, they're giving me very like Devil May Cry vibes. Like Dante and Virgil both used to wear those sort of gloves, especially in DMC3. Which, in my personal opinion, is still one of the better games out of the series. Do not judge me. Maybe it's because Virgil was more in it. Don't judge me. I have a thing for Virgil. But I'm looking at this outfit, and don't get me wrong, it's not a bad outfit. But again, I just feel like it's a very... It feels like they've taken the birthday outfit and gone, how can we make this more poppy sort of thing? Like, how can we make this more for show business? And this is what they came up with. Again, this is not me saying it's a bad outfit. I'm just saying, if you were to give me the free crates and go, right, pick your free... At the moment, Silas and Raphael are going to be 2 already. Now, it's whether I'm going to go for Caleb, Zane, or Xavier. Now, Xavier, the outfit personally is not on my consideration list, but it is still a very good outfit, and I like the little attentions to detail with the Celestial. And I want to talk about their dancing styles later on in the video, because they are very instinctively different. MC, here you go. Okay, this is a really good visual to stop here. MC is slapping. I don't care. I'm going to say it again. She is slapping. Like, you got the little leg warmers, you got the little boots, you got the skirts, and the little jacket, which basically is MC's version of Xavier's birthday outfit with the little tie. It is so goddamn cute. I love it. Okay, before we do get on to that though, I do want to say the stage for these 2 is absolutely stunning. And, I love the little buckle on her thigh. Now, don't judge me before you lot start going, oh, she's being horny again. Hear me out, okay? You got to think of this from the boy's perspective. You're dancing with him and you're wearing a little buckle like that on your thigh. You know they're going to just want to take it off you and go for what's between your legs. So, again, very, very good outfit for MC. Absolutely slaps. Love it. I'm actually genuinely tempted to buy all the MC outfits because I do love me a little good photo shoot, as you guys know. But Xavier's not my favourite, but again, I'm still very impressed with how they have recreated the outfit. Oh, I got things to say about this one. Okay, first off, the very good visual to stop there. First off, again, I still hate you from the trauma of the third myth and the shit you put me through for the pools, but you have made up for it on this outfit because it's a subtle show at the belly. It's not too much. Obviously, Zane's got his glasses on, so that's always going to win bonus points for me. And I like that he's probably one of the main characters that you can see who actually has his earpiece in. And if I remember correctly from the trailer, it mentioned something about reminding him to take his earpiece out. So I'm sure that's going to play a crucial, like a good role later on when we actually get to play in the card. He's got this like fancy watch on, looks like some sort of Rolex. So we are talking money here. He's a doctor. He can afford a bloody Rolex. But like the glitter on the outfit is not overwhelming, but it's actually very well balanced in my opinion. So, like, you've got this cute, look at this on the back. You've got this little chain with, like, a little frosty heart here. It is so goddamn cute. You know what? Just for this video, I am actually going to very quickly capture my cursor so then you guys can see where I'm pointing. So, you got, like, this little silver frozen heart thing here with the chains connecting to this sort of stud here. You've got, like, this crisscross bit at the back, and then you've got the lace. Now, the detail on the lace, chef's kiss, because as somebody who used to wear a lot of lace, especially before these grew, you know, lace is a very, very detailed piece of fabric, so the fact that they've got this so accurate is really impressive. And then you got like the little love heart here for the clipper. Like, who is gonna notice the little love heart on the clipper? Me, obviously, but that's because I'm deeply analysing this. And then again, you got the lace coming down here. I will be honest, this bit of the outfit does not make sense in my personal opinion. Like, you've got the lace bit there, so why have you extended the lace down here? I don't know. But, you know, again, the accessories are very good. And, like, this is one thing I want to talk about, is the glasses, okay? So you've got, like, these little very gentle glitter things by his eye here. But then you've got, like, this bit in his glasses. That reminds me of a heart rate monitor, like referencing to him being a doctor. You got these two little circles in the corner. Don't really know what those are for. Yeah. But, oh my god, that's such a good visual on him. Again, you've got more glitter. You've got like this kind of like spider web sort of thing looking here. And then again, the tie is like sparkly at the top, and then it goes to like some sort of like cheetah / leopard. No, not, is it cheetah or leopard print? It's like a leopard print, cougar in the sheets sort of suggesting. I know that's not a cougar fur. Don't judge. Don't shout at me in the comments. I'm not as stupid, but I didn't know how else to explain it. Oh yeah, by the way, then he just grabbed the glasses and just throws them out like you don't give a shit. Now MC is who I really want to talk about here, because the dance between these two are insane. So first off, again, MC slapping, like the way that she's walking on that stage as if, yeah, you're my bitch, get your ass here. This bit, the grind, like he grinds against her, she grinds against him, and again, I appreciate the glitter. Oh my god. Like, you can see that those two are completely just dancing for each other here. They're not even caring about the audience. They're dancing for each other here. The way he just grabs, like, you know, turns her by the hips. And then her hand is on his chest. And she's got these rings on as well. And again, it's just so well done. Oh, this bit is so cute. Kisses her hand. Okay, and then you got this bit here where he picks you up by the thigh and lifts you up. This reminded me back to the beach banner when we were on the surfboard. And you've got like the little like ice chandelier here. It's just so well done. You've got the little subtle snowflakes. So again, very on brand. Again, I'm not too sure what this like piece of lace down here is for. I think they've probably just done that to match Zane's outfit. But again, this is a very good contender for the third crate. Because, yeah, I think I'll have to see the outfits actually in-game properly as well to know if I'm going to go for them or not. But again, I just think they've done this very, very well. Oh, okay. Whew. And again, just really quickly going back to Zayn, I want to talk about the song real quick, okay? So, obviously, here you go. I'm playing it nice, normal on display, okay? So Zayn is very normal on the outside, not so much in the sheets. So gentle and calm, that's what they say. So gentle and calm, that's what they say. Inside, try to tame a storm, like a snowstorm. Again, these songs and these lyrics are matching the love interest so well that it's actually really impressive, because you can tell that Infold have put a lot of time and effort into writing the lyrics to make it about the individual person. And these songs are good on their own, but putting them with the love interest just makes it so much better. Inside, try to tame a storm, but every look from you makes it hard to control. How many times have we spoken over the course of this channel since we started playing Love and Deepspace? How much do we talk about Zayn's ability to control and how he commonly loses control around MC, especially in intense and intimate situations? So again, very, very good reference. And again, Cyberspace Moors has really made me looking at these different, like, in shadows I wait, when darkness falls I'll show. That shadows, that could kind of suggest Dawnbreaker, as much as we hate to say his name here. The flame I got inside, walls between us fade. Such a good song. Okay. Oh, right. This is probably going to be the most controversial, okay, because this is Caleb. Alright. You guys know how I feel about Caleb. Caleb has always been a bit hit and miss for me. Mostly because I think he's got a lot of potential when it comes to longer term. I think for the main thing that kind of gets me is the kissing noises, because they sound more like popcorn. But that could just be the VA being inexperienced in doing kissing sounds. I don't know. And I'm not going to go slagging the VA off because, you know, they've done an amazing job voicing Caleb. But Caleb has kind of always been one of those ones where he's taken my attention since his release trailer, because when we first knew he was coming, I was a bit, okay, we kind of expected that. But then we started growing more about him, we learned about the touring chip and all these other things, and over time, my feelings for him has gotten a lot more deep. Obviously, they've never been as intense as Silas, let's just claim that. No one's ever getting close to Silas. But I would say Caleb is a second or a third for me now, because I absolutely adore him. And I'm not going to say, oh, if I had to delete one character in the game, it'd be Caleb, because asked me back before he got released and that would have been my answer. But he's really grown on me these last couple of months. So I was really impressed to see how they've delivered him. First off, I want to talk about, you know, his clothing. This is a very Caleb coded outfit. Like, you got the big bulky trainers, you've got like the cargo trousers with like the extra pockets from the looks of it, and then you got like the little crop top vest with the little crop jacket. Very, very well done. And again, he's very athletic, so, you know, the kicks and everything makes sense. Same for Silas, because obviously, you know, melee fighting. Again, glitter. Very, very, very good visual here. I like that he's got the red and the blue stripes on his side. Don't ask me why, because I'm not sure, but I just think it really suits him. And, like, you got this kind of, like, double choker thing here. Got a bracelet. Now, one thing I have noticed here, he doesn't have the necklace on that MC gives him in the story. But he does have this necklace here. And if you remember back to Tainted Cuts, he also had a necklace from MC, but it was different. It was more like a tag rather than when you come home with the apple. It was a tag with like some claw marks, and then there was a key further up the chain. So I'm noticing that Caleb seems to have a thing for wearing a necklace. Now, it could be that he's maybe taking it off because he doesn't want it to like get damaged or whatever during the performance. But my initial gut could tell me that that necklace there, again, it could be something that MC gives him in this particular reality, maybe. Whether this is a different reality or not, I don't know. I need to see the bakery. Very suggestive. I'm kind of running out of things to say other than just, again, this is a very, very good outfit. But not as good as MC. MC, look at them boots. She is slapping. Every single time she comes on screen, she is blown away by the outfit. It's like the fact that the skirt is shorter at the front, but then longer at the back. And then you've got kind of the same material on Caleb's outfit, but on her top. Like, are you kidding me? Looks so good. Okay, right, hold on. I am going to very quickly try and see if I can stop on that visual. There you go. Well, that's the closest I'm going to get. In fact, can I get any closer? There you go. Look at that. That is a way to put emphasis on a woman's chest but not sexualize it. That is beautiful. And I love this little, like, crisscross detail here with the belt. And then you got, like, the choker there. And, yeah, just very, very, very well done. Now, when it comes to the spice part, I don't really know what more I can say on the spice, but we're gonna cover it anyway, just for the sake of it being a full analysis. Obviously Silas was carrying us then.
I told you it's not over.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks like some sort of, like, does that look like a dragon to you, or am I just hallucinating? Right, hold on, I'm just gonna hide my webcam so you guys can see this. Doesn't this look like a dragon in some sort of way to you? Because, oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, I need you to take care of it for me.
Okay, that was the bit I wanted to see. Okay, so just look at it. You can see that eye is clearly glowing brighter than the others. And I'm here for it. Now, from the looks of it, I can't genuinely I think this is going to be after. Like, I think the cards... Okay, so how do I explain this? So, obviously, we see those dances. Now, whether those dances are going to be in the cards or not, I'm going to say no. I personally don't think those dances that we saw earlier are going to be in the cards. I think they were just in the trailer to kind of promote the whole idol theme. But, obviously, this is a potential, like, showcase of the Kindled. So, in this one, for example, this looks like this has happened after the performance, because Silas had a very, like, sexualized dance. Okay, now when I say that, I'm gonna have to demonstrate using myself, so I apologize if this is cringe. At the beginning of the video, you know, he was, like, immediately doing, like, the shushed sort of thing, which can be very sexual in the right context. And then he was, like, you know, grabbing his throat and then moving his hand down, you know, that sort of thing. And that is, like, a very sexualized dance. Raphael was more, like, just grooving. Xavier was more, like, soft and gentle. And then Caleb was kind of, like, a mixture of the two. And then Zane was kind of, like, how do I explain it? He was more graceful, but there was intimacy reference, like, with the grinding and stuff like that. So, I do think that the dances do differ per love interest. Does show their personality and what sort of lover they are. Ow, I just smacked my nail. And then Xavier's, like, running, and then MC is pinning him to the wall. And then you got the kiss mark. Again, he's got the kiss mark there. So whether that is there because MC has kissed him there, and there's going to be a point with Caleb I'm going to bring up in a minute. So whether MC has kissed him there as, like, a thing, or whether that was already something he's got on him, we're going to find out. But I do think that's very interesting there.
Only belong to me. You know.
Oof. Oh, the neck kisses.
And I might become more dangerous.
I'm sorry, can we talk about how good his eyes look there? He is yearning for us girlies. Love it. Now, Caleb is who I want to talk about.
Before the show begins. Can I?
See, you can see that he seems to... It looks like he's applying makeup to us.
Mess you up a little more.
Can I mess you... Oh...
Please.
The way he says, please. Oh, right. Let's go back to that visual because I want to see. No, did you guys notice it? Look at Caleb's lips. They be smeared. Now, I have kissed Kate enough to know that if that is not a stay-on matte lipstick, that is either lip gloss or lipstick that he has smeared on him, which means that he has kissed us before that happens. I'm here for it. I'm not complaining.
I'm not used to the lights or the stage.
What is it with us teasing him? And see, this is all soft with like the dancing, and then we know this is going to turn sexual.
If one city wakes up, I can satisfy you.
Sorry, I just heard that line. I was just like,
There are other ways. To
okay, no, okay. Trailing down with the glasses is insane. But yeah, again, the detail. Like, look at the scars on Zane's hands here and his arms. Like,
take off.
Infold, please
Need something.
make these men real.
Adventure. I want to share the most intimate one with you.
Oh, the little snowflakes in her ears are so cute.
Possibly be a waste. I've always
Yeah.
wanted to claim every part of you for myself. I waited so.
Okay, look at that. Smeared. He devouring us. Confirmed. Oh, God. I'm sorry. For a sec, I need to go back. It's the way that Caleb has his arm around, like, the back of our thigh and then pulls our leg up, and that's when they cut it out. Info, you bunch of bastards.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
I do really like the setting for Raphael here, though.
You better let us
Oh, my God.
be bad together.
Oh. God, I need to know the context, man. The 29th could not come fast enough.
There is no darkness that could ever claim me.
Well, we know that Xavier is definitely not a softie when it comes to the spice, so
It is for you to take. It's all yours.
I'm just saying, guys, I may have to put the Kindles on Patreon because I don't know if YouTube is going to let me get away with this. Oh,
Taking
Bracing.
the lead really is your specialty.
oh my God, the way she's devouring him.
Ned, I hope you remember every part of tonight. Not just here as well.
Oh, I am so unhealthy. Right, first off, the fact that we're on the floor is insane. But I want you guys to pay attention to Silas's mouth here. Now, bearing in mind, okay? Bear in mind. They probably had to get someone to do this to motion capture it.
Not just here as well.
The fact that he opens his mouth to kiss us. Oh. Okay. I am not healthy in the slightest, and I'm not complaining. Okay. On that note, that was my personal thing, full analysis. That's everything that I personally mentioned or noticed in the trailer. I've probably missed a shit ton, but as I say, it's the first time I've ever done like an analysis trailer like this, so I want to make sure that I'm at least covering what I cover. And if you guys are noticing things that I'm not, please tell me, because that could be the sort of thing that I can learn from and try to keep a better eye on in the future. Because when you're watching an initial trailer for the first time, so much happens at once, you usually can't keep up. And especially with Love and Deepspace having currently 5 love interests, trying to keep up with everyone is very difficult. Now, how is Info going to potentially add a 6th into this? I don't know. Do I hope that 6th love interest is shit to save for this fact to save in my wallet? Yes, because I am really struggling to save now. So my rule of thumb for my account has always been, whenever Silas gets a card, I'll go for it. If Zane or Caleb gets a card, again, I'll try to go for it, but I've kind of gravitated more towards Raphael unintentionally. Maybe because I just get lucky and seem to get him and Zane anyway. But one thing I will say with this banner in particular, I love how Infold have been doing it. Now, I will be honest, I'm a bit irritated that they left the trailer as late as they did, because, you know, I could have used this like over a week ago. But I will say that I do think this trailer has been executed really well, and I just hope that the cards do match that level of expectation. But every single trailer that they bring out, regardless of the card, it makes me want to pull for them. Even if I don't play for that character, being like, for example, Xavier's birthday, I managed to skip it, but I was tempted to pull for it because it was just that good. So I will admit, Love and Deepspace is becoming a lot more difficult to save, and I think this is where a lot of people are beginning to get very burnt out on the game. So hopefully once the initial excitement for this banner's come out, we've got a good week or two to save. And I'm going to be personally doing everything in my power to not pull any further cards after this banner until Silas's third myth. Because if we're following the trend of what we've been getting so far, we're going to get a long hair Silas myth. I still think my theory of like a vampire lord is most likely, even though I know again that is kind of 50-50. I know I've also been seeing theories for like a fallen angel sort of vibe, which again I could see happening. But I also think that Silas could be some sort of god again. Now the reason I say that is because obviously Silas has had a lot of references to Hades, and MC could be seen as Persephone. But yeah, again, we'll cover that at a later time, closer to when we think that trailer is gonna drop, or when we think the myth is coming up, because then we can get a few more hints. But yeah, did you guys notice anything in the trailer that I didn't cover? Did I find anything that you guys didn't notice? Let me know in the comments, because I do want to start promoting getting more people chatting about what we think, because I'm all for listening to opinions, and if I end up being wrong, then great, I learned something new, and it just promotes friendly competition, as long as we keep it friendly. So, yeah. That was my analysis video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything further I can do in the future to improve. And on that note, have a lovely night, and I'm going to get changed into something a little bit less fancy, because I need my hoodie because it's getting cold in here. Take care, guys. Bye.